Hey, this is Hans from Dakota Angler and Outfitter, and today we're going to tie a gold-ribbed hare's ear, traditional nymph that works as well now as it did way back when it was invented. We're going to start, we got a traditional nymph hook in, just a standard nymph. I'm going to start by just making a couple of wraps here at the front, crossing back over so that our thread catches. This is a size 12, but this is an effective fly and many different sizes. Tie this all the way down to a 20. I'm not going to weight this one, but you could easily weight this with a gold bead or some lead wire. For my tail, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to use some hair from a red fox squirrel, and I just find it a little bit easier to work with than the hair from a hare's mask. And just take a nice clump of stiff guard hairs from my fox squirrel, tie those in, that nice and a traditional looking look for a tail. It's easier to get the fibers nice and straight and lined up from a squirrel skin, so that's why I cheat and use that. You could use pheasant tail fibers or hen neck fibers, as some do. Now that I've got that tied in, I'm going to tie in some gold oval tinsel. You could also use gold wire here. We're going to tie that in at the front and wrap it nice and tight back to the back. And now we can do our body. Take some hare's ear dubbing, natural dubbing. Dub a fairly tight, doesn't it? You know, you can let this be a little bit buggy. Noodle of dubbing. Kind of create a gradual taper by just adding a little bit more dubbing, letting that dubbing noodle get a little fatter, and even making some overlapping wraps as you work your way forward. We're going to stop about 2/3 of the way to the front of the hook, and then we can go ahead and wrap our oval tinsel. We'll get to our thread, we'll hold that tinsel forward with our right hand and flip the bobbin over the vise or the hook a couple of times with our left. We can trim off the excess. Now I'll just add a couple more thread wraps to secure that tinsel so it doesn't come off. Now we're going to take a little bit of brown turkey for our wing case. I'm going to cut the tips of that piece of turkey so it's nice and even. And we're going to do some loose wraps. See how loosely I wrap the thread around that to capture it? Get that captured. Be wrapped back a little bit so I got a little more room for my thorax. Then I can just gradually increase the tension after that first loose wrap lassos around. Now we've got our wing case in place. It's angled back so we can pull it forward to create our wing case. Now we'll take more of that hare's ear dubbing. And this we can put on in a nice big ball to create a nice fat thorax. Add just a little bit more dubbing to thicken that up. Now, trim just a couple of those little guard hairs out there. Now we've got a nice fat thorax, and we can go ahead and take our turkey, pull that over the top. We'll do a nice loose wrap just to get that set. Get a couple wraps to secure that down. Trim off the excess. Build up a slight head. And now we'll finish that part of the fly with whip finish. Trim off our thread. Just to make the fly a little bit sturdier, we're going to take and apply a little bit of head cement to the thread at the front of the fly. Then also this flexible fly tight cement, we can actually just saturate our wing case here on the back. Toughen that up a little bit. And then, if we want to make that a little buggier, we can take a little dubbing brush tool. Just tease out some of the fibers on that thorax. So there you have it, gold-ribbed hare's ear nymph. I'm Hans from Dakota Angler and Outfitter in Rapid City, South Dakota. You can see this video and a bunch of others at our website, flyfishsd.com. And you can also buy the materials to tie these flies at flyfishsd.com. Thanks for watching.